Tuba, I mean, this is going to take some time, one understands, but there's still some questions to be really investigated exactly what caused this wall to collapse yesterday.
Oh yes, well indeed. Then it looks like it's still going to take some time, because if you can look even yesterday after the incident happened, it took some hours even to retrieve the bodies of those who were injured. Now we know that about 5 people were injured and then 3 were confirmed dead here. We know that 1 of the 3 was in the truck that was delivering some material here behind me, and then 2 of those people were working inside this factory that the wall collapsed in. But I'm with Cosatu Provincial Secretary Edwin Mkhize, who's going to share with us some perspective in terms of what happened here, especially in regards to workers. The issue of workers saved is still under spotlight, came under spotlight again here. You are here, you are not happy with conditions that you are seeing here.
Of course, Tuba, we're very unhappy about what we see here. Firstly, I think it is very painful to us as Cosatu that you have families that are not going to spend Easters with their loved ones because of this incident here. And it is very unfortunate. Remember, Tuba, that this is not the first time this thing is happening in our province. Some few years back, if I'm not mistaken, around 2014, a building collapsed at Balito. Maybe 2014 or before 2014, yeah, the building collapsed at Balito. Costing 2 lives of workers, and even today we are not told what happens about the investigation that took place there. We only heard about the perpetual commission that was sitting to deal with the matter, but no outcome really to say what are the drastic measures that are being taken about the companies that are perpetually not complying with the required standards and the Health and Safety Act as prescribed by the Health and Safety, Occupational Health and Safety Act. So we are very much disturbed as Cosatu about the continuing loss of life of workers through such incidents.
Baba, I understand your members are on their way coming here, who are coming to support workers here. But besides that, what other processes you'll be involved in?
Firstly, I must say that it disturbs us as Cosatu that in this country we fought very hard as Cosatu in particular. To bring liberation to the people of South Africa. It very much concerns us that after so much hard fight we waged as Cosatu, we thought we have achieved if we are able to establish institutions such as Department of Labour, which in terms of its mandate is supposed to ensure that there is a conducive work environment at the workplace. But what is a problem is that we are always reactionary in our approach. We only go to those workplace environments, we only go to those workplaces when there are accidents such like this, when people have got injured, when people have lost their life. Our understanding is that there are inspectors who are employed to make sure that workers are safe at work. But there is always a perception from most of the workers that there is a collusion between some inspectors and the company bosses. And really, if you look at such a thing, you ask yourself, where are the people that are employed to ensure that workers are safe at work? Where are the people that are employed to make sure that all the standards are being met? Then really it disturbs us, because in terms of the municipal bylaw, if really everything was done properly in terms of this structure, if the ongoing inspection was conducted in terms of the structure to make sure that everything does speak to the requirements that have been put in place, I'm sure we won't be experiencing such an incident that has taken the lives of workers. So I'm saying to you, Thuba, we are going to be mobilizing our members. We are going to be mobilizing our members. We need to make sure that issues such as what happened in Palito, where we lost 2 employees, we need to make sure that the families of those people are able to get answers from the required authority, from the rightful authorities. They must be able to get answers. When we were calling for the department to give us details as to what is happening about the issue of Palito, really we didn't get a satisfactory answer, where we were treated as people who are trying to impose themselves or to interfere with the process as Cosatu. And now we have this incident. Again, another commission will be put in place, a commission that at the end of the day will not come with any answers. You see, in terms of the Occupational Health and Safety Act, there are some fines that need to be imposed to employers that are non-compliant. We have not heard of any company that has been actually held accountable for what is happening. And we continue to lose lives. And I must say, Thuba, that as Cosatu, we are very much concerned. We will be organizing our members. We will demand answers as to what is it exactly that has transpired, what is it exactly that has happened. We want to make sure that the families of the deceased, the families of the injuries, of the injured workers are able to get answers from the rightful authorities.
Oh, thank you very much, Babu Mkhize. That was the Provincial Secretary of Cosatu, Babu Edwin Mkhize, saying that they are going to put pressure on authorities to ensure that families of those people who were injured here are being taken care of or are being compensated. We know that the 3 workers, 2 of those are foreigners, one from Zimbabwe and one from Lesotho, and the other person that died is also coming from, in the northern KwaZulu-Natal, from eNCA. We're still expecting a representative from Department of Labor, who's also going to talk to us. Babu Mkhize also touched based on what happened in Etongati Mall, where a mall collapsed as well and then fell over 2 employees. A commission of inquiry was set and then it investigated and came up with recommendations, of which those recommendations are yet to be implemented.